Do you love improv? Because I do. I'm Trent Dozier, host of I Love Improv with Trent Dozier. Join me live on twitch.tv/The Trident Network every second and fourth Wednesday, where I'm joined by a new guest each episode to talk about and do some improv. Can't catch it live? No worries. Each episode gets turned into a podcast for your listening pleasure. Podcast episodes are released the Wednesday following the live show. So watch live or listen later. But either way, if you love improv, make sure to check out I Love Improv with Trent Dozier, a part of the Trident Network.
I won't race you.
Why not?
Because when I beat you, I just beat a little kid. And if by some miracle you beat me, then I got beat by a little kid. It's a no-win situation for me.
You really crack me up. You know that? You take it so serious.
How am I supposed to take it?
It's just a race. When you lose a race,
Which is rare.
okay, but like even when you win, like if you get a lousy time in the trials or something, you mope around, slam doors and stuff.
I do not.
Do too.
Courtney, do me a big favor.
What?
Get out of my car.
Beep beep honk honk. Hey Val.
Hey, Al.
Welcome to D Commentaries.
Thank you. Welcome to you and welcome to our listeners. Today, we're talking about Right on Track.
Val, did you like how I switched up my intro today?
It was so sing-songy.
D Commentaries.
You have such a beautiful timbre to your voice.
Timber. I'll take it.
Okay, let's do it. Let's get to the business.
Let's.
Okay.
Let's.
Right on track. We are right on track again. Back in the time we were supposed to be.
We're back, right back on track in 2003.
That's right. After a quick detour to 2004. So Right on Track came out March 21st, 2003.
Okay.
So they were doing quarterly cadence, it seems like, in 2003.
Yeah.
Right on Track was directed by Dwayne Dunham, who we've
heard before.
Yes, a few times. He directed Halloween Town, The 13th Year, Ready to Run, Double Teamed, and in the future, Tiger Cruise, and Now You See It. And he also DComs, he directed Little Giants. And he directed a bunch of episodes of Clone Wars, which I always bring up, Star Wars. And he edited Star Wars Return of the Jedi, which I think is really cool.
This is a good shout out to myself when I went to the D23 Expo and was spinning around. And I spun around by Star Wars on purpose for all of you because I've never seen it.
And
so I was like, this is going to be ironic. This is going to be really coincidental that I'm in a video by the Star Wars part.
And I loved every spin.
Thank you. And I don't even think we really debriefed about that. Oh, wait, we did a little bit. I saw like a bunch of people. Taj, the guy from Halls.
Oh.
And then I saw the Disney Plus show. I saw the girls who are on Big Shot. Saw them. I don't watch it, but I was like, this was some drama. Okay. When I was watching the girls, they were getting asked Disney movie trivia, and some of the questions were DCOM questions. But the host, who I'm sure is a very lovely person and was hosting a lot that weekend, did not know how to pronounce DCOM and said DCOM. And I audibly gasped.
Who says that?
Okay, and I have the questions here. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 4 questions that were DCOM related.
Okay.
What movie features the surfing king of Hawaii getting thrown into the cold and having to learn the art of snowboarding?
Johnny Tsunami.
I'm not even going to give you
Options.
the multiple choice if you need it.
I
Because I
don't
don't think you'll need it. There might be one. In The Luck of the Irish, main character Kyle plays what sport?
Basketball.
What were the names of the twin star basketball players in Double Teamed?
I can only remember the actors' names.
So I can't due to someone sitting by the screen, I can't see the second sister's name. So as you can see, Val, here, you can only see one name. So I'll give you a list of the first name. So we've got A is Anna and, B is Brittany and, C is Sarah and D is Heidi and.
Heidi. It's Heidi. Heidi
and Heather.
Heather. That's it.
What DCOM featuring actress America Ferrera starting her own dance team is known for the team chant Si se puede?
Gotta kick it up, baby.
Also incorrect. That's not what happens in the movie.
No, it's not.
There were 2 times where I looked to the girls next to me and we were all like, what? I think it was when she said DCOM and when it was gotta kick it up and we were like, that's not what happened. That's where I gave out the most D-commentary stickers, though. So shout out to any of the people, if you are one of the people in that area that I gave a sticker to, if you're not listening to this.
Welcome. One day, we will be hosting that, and then we won't get the trivia wrong.
No, because we'll write the trivia.
That's right.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay. Let's talk more about Right on Track.
Yes, right. Right on Track was written by Sally Nemeth and Bruce Graham. Sally Nemeth wrote some episodes of Law and Order, and that's pretty much it. Bruce Graham, however, wrote Ring of Endless Light, Tiger Cruise, and then Dunstan Checks In and Anastasia, which are not DComs. And we talked about this last time. I think we heard about,
I think we talked about that with Ring of Endless Light.
Yes. And Dunstan Checks In is a movie that you're too young to know about, but it was a chimpanzee in a hotel.
Cool.
Yeah.
I found Misha Barton's on Cameo if anyone wants to pay $130 to Misha Barton for a cameo. But if you're contemplating giving Misha Barton $130 to give her a cameo, can you just put that on our Patreon instead? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That would literally pay for our podcast hosting for like the whole year. So that would be amazing, actually.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, cool. The cast is small but mighty. Beverly Mitchell played Erica Enders. She is best known for sure from Seventh Heaven. She's one of the many siblings on Seventh Heaven. And I found out while I was watching this movie that Michael had a huge crush on her growing up.
No way.
He was like, "Are you watching Seventh Heaven?" I was like, "No."
That's funny.
Yeah. She was also in Secret Life of the American Teenager. And she's been in like some horror movies, some pseudo Hallmarky movies. So, you know, she's working. Then we have Academy Award winning Brie Larson as Courtney Enders. If you watched just this performance and then found out that Brie Larson had won an Oscar, I think I would be very confused.
Yeah.
Which we will talk more about.
I didn't think she was awful, but definitely a little overacting.
I felt like she was just like very like child actor, like da 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 da. Look at me. I could not believe it because she like the Oscar that she won was for Room, which is one of the most like silent, understated performances that you could possibly imagine.
Yeah.
And it was just such a funny contrast from this.
Yeah. Room is one of my favorite movies.
It's phenomenal.
She's incredible.
She's incredible. What's his name is incredible. Jacob Tremblay. I mean, they're both just so good. And who plays her parents? I remember liking them too.
I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever. So Brie's been in a lot of stuff. She was in Scott Pilgrim Against the World, United States of Tara, 21 Jump Street, Short Term 12, Trainwreck, Room, Kong Skull Island, Unicorn Store, which I think she also either wrote or directed. And of course, she is Captain Marvel, to all the toxic fanboys' dismay.
Yeah, she was in Hoot.
What is Hoot?
It's a movie about owls.
Okay. Great.
Roy Everhart, Logan Lerman, has moved so often he has lost track of how many times he has changed schools. After moving from Montana to Florida's Gulf Coast, he befriends Beatrice, Brie Larson, and her brother. The siblings show Roy their hideaway where they secretly take care of a flock of wild owls. When they learn that the restaurant will be built where the owls live, the three decide to enlist the help of local policeman Luke Wilson to save the birds.
Wow, what a cast.
I think it was a book. Probably. And then the movie came out and I like read the book and I was like, I gotta see Hoot. And so I think that was the first time I perceived Brie Larson as a person.
Fair enough. Okay. John Lindstrom played Gregg Enders, their dad. He is mostly a soap opera guy. He's been in a million episodes of General Hospital. He was in Port Charles, which I guess was a spinoff of General Hospital. And he's also been on episodes of As the World Turns. He was on a season of True Detective. I recognized him, but I could not for the life of me figure out what I recognized him from. So maybe I saw this movie once when I was younger and I just don't remember. But he definitely looked familiar. And also, hot dad.
Hot dad, but I also think he's kind of hot, cool dad.
Oh, he's so cool. But he's also
I think
hot.
He's in our middle of our Venn diagram.
He's absolutely in the middle of our Venn diagram.
He's hot, cool dad.
Hot, cool dad. Love a hot, cool dad. We haven't had one of those in a long time.
No, because the dad from You Wish was just hot.
Right.
He wasn't cool, but he was
Correct.
hot.
Yeah, he was hot. He was fine.
Whew. I'm still thinking about him.
I was so distracted by his terrible American accent that I couldn't get past it. Okay, Jodie Russell played their mom, Janet Lee Enders, and was in Go Figure, but she hasn't been in a whole lot else that I recognized. Like she's working, but not a ton.
I thought she was like fine.
She was fine. Yeah, she was fine. She wasn't the dad. The dad was great. Marcus Toji played Randy Jones. Marcus was in Little Giants, so I imagine that he was probably discovered by Dwayne for this movie or thought of because of that. He also does a lot of voice work. He was a character in Hey Arnold, Legend of Korra, Hanazuki, Full of Treasures. And he was also in something called Patriot, which I can't remember if that was animated or live action, but he works. Again, not like a ton, but he works.
He looks familiar.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely know him from Little Giants. I used to watch that movie like all the time because there was any movie that had a tomboy character in it, I was obsessed with. So that one definitely has one. Okay, and then that's it.
Okay.
So great little cast.
For the first time, man, sometimes the cast goes on for eons.
I know. The synopsis is going to go on for eons. So first of all, I should say this is based on a true story. This is based on real people.
Which means there was no narrator.
Yes. Okay. When the National Hot Rod Association begins a new children's league, 8-year-old Erica is first in line to sign up, only to be flatly informed that hot rodding is a man's sport and that little girls should stay home with their dollies. Undaunted and urged on by her supportive father, Gregg, Erica persists in her dream to become a champion racer. I mean, actually, that's a pretty good synopsis.
I guess that's what happens when it's based on real life.
Yeah, for sure. Also,
hard to get it wrong when it's history.
True. It is well written, though. Like, it's kind of exciting and doesn't give too much away. Another fun fact about this movie is that Erica and Courtney, the real Erica and the real Courtney, were the stunt doubles anytime Erica and Courtney, the characters, are driving.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So that's very cool, I thought. So, okay. We're done with our business. Al, what were your first impressions of Right on Track?
Thanks, Val. It was fine. I'm gonna give it a 5 because I really have no qualms and I have no like, oh, this is great. Yeah, it was a mediocre movie. It was very right on track.
That was good. That was good, Al.
Thank you. Val, first impressions.
I felt much the same way. I think I was like relieved that I liked this because like the last couple movies I've kind of struggled with them a little bit more. So I definitely liked it more than the last couple. I obviously will always enjoy a movie where there's some kind of girl overcoming sexism storyline. I like those. I can't remember if I was saying this when we were recording or before, but I, for better or for worse, identified a lot with Erica. She's very passionate. She wants things, and sometimes she wants them so bad she gets in her own way in trying to get them, which is definitely something that I struggle with. So I identified with her. I think that if it weren't for the fact that I liked the point of this and I like true stories, I think that I would have gotten bored because it was very long, or felt very long. And there was a lot of stuff that like didn't necessarily need to be in there. I did really like everyone's acting except for Brie Larson, which is hilarious.
Interesting. I kind of felt the opposite. I didn't really like Beverly Mitchell's acting.
See, I think Beverly Mitchell was being the character as she was, right? Like the character is annoying. So like she is playing annoying, right? Whereas Courtney was supposed to be kind of like the nonchalant, cool younger sibling who doesn't let things get to her, and thus everything comes easily to her. And it felt like she was trying so hard, which is the exact opposite of what she was supposed to be. So I struggled with her a lot, and I was honestly thankful that she wasn't in the movie more, which is hilarious because I love Brie Larson. Like, I think she's a phenomenal actor, but she was like clearly just, I don't know if it was her or the directing or what was going on, but it was a lot. It was very over the top.
Yeah.
But I liked the dad, and I really liked Marcus Toji. I thought he
was a fun addition for sure.
Yeah. Like he sort of plays like the best friend / he like runs the pit crew for them. And like, he's just such a great pal. And he kind of advocated for himself at one point, which I'm sure we'll talk about a little bit later. And like, I don't know, he was just like a chill, cool friend that like you would want. And I liked him. And I liked that this movie wasn't like, and again, this is probably a feature of it being a true story. It wasn't trying to be funny. Like there were some things that were like sort of naturally funny. Every once in a while, Marcus would be sort of the butt of a joke. Like there's one point where he gets stuck in a car, stuff like that. But like for the most part, it wasn't like trying so hard to land terrible jokes the whole time. And I really appreciated that. So
yeah, and I think that's again the testament of it being a true story, because you're not going to add on personality traits or things. I mean, you could and enhance certain personality traits of people, but you're not going to like add in crazy jokes and things because that's not who these people were.
Exactly. So yeah, that's my first impression. Al, did you have any favorite quotes or moments?
Sure.
You sounded unsure.
When has anyone died playing a violin? Beverly Mitchell was being invited to a party, and on this note that says come to the party on Saturday, it said lots of chocolate. And boys?
Hot guys.
I was really distracted by what do you mean by chocolate? Like booze? She
meant
like
chocolate.
Like, oh, come get a Hershey's bar handed to you by this hot guy.
Yeah. I think that's exactly what she meant.
I hate that. Relax now, Erica. I am relaxed. Very funny. And then I've got a cousin who isn't half bad if you take out all the nose rings. And then my least favorite part of the movie was Beverly Mitchell's eyebrows.
Ooh, yeah. Very, very late 90s, early 2000s eyebrows.
Yeah, they were so thin. It was distracting.
I know.
Val, did you have any favorite quotes or moments?
I think so.
Okay, you sound sure.
So Erica is looking at a girl, unnamed girl, hot girl, who all the teenage boys are like fawning over at the track. And she goes, I can't even get them to talk to me. And she's got them hanging all over her. What's she got that I don't? And then someone responds, "That's easy. She loses." Because boys are fragile.
That's funny.
Don't be medieval. You can ask a guy out on a date, right? I love that. Don't be medieval. You know, the only time you lose is when you really, really want to win.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. So true. There's a big difference between wanting something and actually getting it.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and right at the beginning of the movie, the mom goes, "Am I being that big of a witch?"
Yeah.
I believe so. Okay, those are, and as far as moments, I think probably my favorite moment is when Marcus Toji's character asks out Erica, just because I love him and he's delightful, and I'm proud of him for doing that.
Me too. Although we'll talk about it a little bit, or you can keep this in because we're about to be in spoiler city anyway. So, they were really alluding to them forming more than just a friendship.
Yeah.
And I was kind of surprised by her saying no.
I think that it has to be that it didn't happen in real life. So they didn't want to like invent it. Like maybe they like asked her if they could take some liberties and she was like, no.
Yeah.
You know, because like even if that didn't happen in real life, I think that is like a cute like movie story.
Mm-hmm.
And would have been really sweet because like who cares if the hot guy like I don't know. I think it's so much more interesting when the friend or like the unexpected but cool person like ends up being your interest rather than like just the sort of generic hot guy. Although I will say that there is a hot guy in this movie and he's not super generic. He like has personality.
Actually tries.
Yeah, he puts an effort. So
yeah,
let's give him some credit.
This is like dream hot guy situation.
Yes.
Like actually communicating, actually helpful, actually doing nice things.
Empathetic.
Yeah.
Not threatened.
Yeah. Never seen this man again in my life, but he's super cute.
Yeah. Obviously he didn't come up in the cast because he's never been in anything. But
yeah. All right. Well, we're speeding down the track. Our tops are off and then it's 8 seconds of nudity. Drag racing. Welcome to Spoiler City, where I spoil the movie. All right. Open up on Erica wanting to race like her dad. She's very small. Then we see 4 years later, she's very smart, very good. And then even more years later, she's even older. And this is where we hit Beverly Mitchell. And she's doing junior drag racing. And her name is Erica Enders. And she is she's one of the only girls or women in drag racing. And she wins. She's older now. She gets good grades, blah, blah, blah. She's good at school. She's in a race and she loses to this kid named Jordy. And the dad is really rude. He's bad dad. He's not even on the Venn diagram.
He's dad trying to live his own legacy through his child. Like they said a couple times that he had only ever come as runner up. So obviously he was trying to like force his son to be the winner that he never was.
Yeah. No thanks. And then she tells her mom, she's like, all I want to do is race, mom. And her mom is not very supportive. Throughout this entire movie, mom is not very supportive. She like is and she isn't. It's super weird, but I don't like her.
I think she's just nervous because she can get hurt.
Yeah. Which she does say, play violin instead. No one's died playing the violin.
Am I being a witch?
Yeah. Silly. Then Courtney wins the race. Brie Larson is Courtney and she wins. And Erica's mad because now their sisters are both good at sport. And then the girls at school like make fun of her because she's on the volleyball team and they like laugh at her because she said that drag racing isn't a sport. And so she kind of mic drops why it is a sport and then is also good at volleyball. So cool. And then we see a part of the movie where no one wants to sponsor her. So she is sponsorless because no one wants to sponsor a girl. So this is 2001, because this is real life, where girls are just now starting to be like, Erica Enders, like, literally is the first girl ever to do junior drag racing, probably drag racing in general.
Mm-hmm.
And so no one wants to sponsor a girl because of all of the backlash from it. And Jordy they're at another race. Jordy, the guy who she lost to initially, kept saying, yeah, I'm really excited to do a race against all these guys. And then Beverly Mitchell is like, guys. Then, oh, what's that, Val? She beat Jordy. She beats his time. And then she gets in trouble for being a mean winner.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's her and Jordy again. And then she left too early. She gets disqualified. She's mad. Then we're at school and she's like, there's like a little machine, kind of like a Bop It, but not at all.
So like the whole thing, the reason why she false started is because the way the starts work, they're 5 seconds. So it's like, you have to go on green. You can't go before the light turns green. And so they have this toy that like simulates like the tree with the lights on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how they practice.
The game I was looking for earlier was kind of like Simon.
Oh, okay.
Like the lights.
Sure.
It's more closer to the Simon than a Bop It.
Yeah. Definitely closer to a Simon than a Bop It.
So she's like in French class and and in the beginning of the movie, they're like, you can drag race if you get all A's. She's in French class and she's not, this part makes me so mad, this whole plot line of the movie. She's not stupid. She's very smart. Getting a B in French is not stupid.
No.
It's not like she was getting a C. It's not like she was getting a D. She was getting a B. So she missed probably like 5 questions and like got a B. And
this is why grades are stupid.
they treat her getting a B in French as, this is like later in the movie. I don't know why I'm talking about it now, but they treat it as if she got an F. And she's like stupid and trying to relearn French. And it's like, this is such a weird plot line. Okay. Anyway, then before another race, the guy from Pennzoil comes over and he's like, hey, you're actually really inspiring my daughter. If you race well today, I will sponsor you. Like, I'm going to talk to the guys. We want to sponsor you. So right as she's about to take off, the clutch bolt is loose. And so then everything's broken and the brakes aren't stopping and she can't stop and she's going to go. And then he is on the headphones. He's like, you have to drive into the sand. You have to drive into the sand. So she drives into the sand and she gets airlifted out. She's like knocked unconscious and they literally helicopter her to the hospital. She's sore, but fine. Nothing is broken. She doesn't have a concussion. She doesn't anything. She's just like kind of bruised, sore. And then mom is mean again. Hated that. And then she goes back that night to run another race. And she's like, it doesn't have to count for time. I just want to get back out there. And somehow her parents are like, okay. And she like runs one more. So they're talking about getting a new car. And then they're like all in their trailer and then they're eating burgers.
It's a cute scene.
It's a cute little scene. And then the Pennzoil guy comes up and he's like, hey, I actually did see you run that last one. Do you want to be signed? And she's like, why do you want to sign me? I literally crashed today. And he was like, because you got back in that car and we love perseverance. So then everything's fine. And then now her little sister, Courtney, is good too.
And Erica insisted that she also get sponsored.
Yes, she did do that. So they're both sponsored by Pennzoil. Then they're like signing stuff and they're interviewing. And Beverly Mitchell gets asked, do you have any boyfriends? And then she gets asked for like the 3rd time. And she's like, why do you keep asking me that? And like literally that stuff still happens today in society of like, who are you wearing? And it's like, how many like men have you asked?
Right.
What did you eat before putting on this dress? You know,
right.
like,
or like, I love that other question she kept getting asked. What does it feel like to be the only girl here?
Yeah.
How do you feel that there's only one girl here?
Yeah, ask yourself that. Then we see her getting her driver's license, which is kind of crazy that she still gets it because she's like really driving recklessly, which is a stupid scene.
Yeah.
And then she gets into her car because she's going to go to skate with like friends and Randy. And then her driver's license like plate cover says, "This is not my boyfriend's truck." She's in like a lifted Ford F-150.
Yeah,
I mean, she is in a truck.
They're in Texas. That's where they're from.
So then they go ice skating with Randy. It's a very fun scene. And then she's in the parking lot and the bullies who've been bullying her from like the volleyball team and stuff need a jump. And she's the only person apparently who knows how to jump a car. So after doing that, the guy who she's liked this entire time, we hear more about him in the next 4 of my notes. He invites her to go to this party after, and she's like, "No, we already have plans, her and Randy." And then he's like, "Hey, do you want to like go out sometime on like a date?" And she's like, "That's kind of like dating my brother, but in a nice way." Cool.
He took it really well.
He did.
Was, like,
he was
super
so
cool about it.
Then we see her get a B in French, which means if she gets a B, then she cannot race out of state. She can only race in state, but nationals are out of state. So she has like a week to turn her grade around. So it's like, do well in the final, do extra work, whatever. Literally like 5 questions. Like she doesn't need to change her entire life to study French. It's stupid. So then Todd helps her in the library. He helps tutor her. They end up having like a super cute little montage relationship of like French words, and they're like nose and like mouth. It's super cute. So then then her best friend throughout the entire thing is like, "Hey, I got the final. Here is the cheat." And she was like,
this is where I had to pause the movie and walk away because I was like, if she uses this, I swear to God.
Well, then the volleyball team does really great. They made it to semifinals or finals or whatever. But she has a race that weekend. So volleyball's on Saturday, race on Friday. She does well at the race. They're driving home and their trailer breaks down. So the next day they drove all night. She doesn't make it to the volleyball game in time. And they literally blame her for the loss, which doesn't really make sense. And they're all super mean to her, even the coach, which is stupid.
So unprofessional.
And in 2001, cell phones existed. So I'm sure they called and were like, "We're not going to make it." You know, like something happened.
Right.
So then after this crazy happening, she wants to quit racing. So she's like, "I'm done racing. That's it." Stupid. And then Brie Larson is still racing and she's doing really well. And Brie kind of pep talks her back into getting racing again because she's like, "You're a really talented driver." And they have sister bathroom talk while they're brushing their teeth, a la
Bring It On.
Bring It On. Yep. And then she gets an A in French. So she's back. She gets good. She gets nationals. They're practicing. She races her sister. Brie Larson wins. And then they race again. And then Beverly Mitchell wins. And then she's about to like go to nationals, and Todd brings a present, a little teddy bear, super cute.
So 2 quick things. First of all, she did not cheat. She chose not to cheat.
Oh,
ultimately.
yeah. I didn't even include that part. Ooh,
yeah.
She didn't cheat.
And also part of the impetus of why she quit was both because like she was stressed out, you know, trying to balance all of these things. And Todd asked her out and she couldn't, like she had races like the next couple weekends, and he was kind of discouraged and was like, "Okay, no, I get it." Like he wasn't mean about it, but he just kind of like gave up. And so I think she was just feeling like, I can't do all of this and something has to give and I want a normal life. And that was sort of like why right. So then her deciding to go back into racing and Todd showing up with a teddy bear, I thought was really cool because it showed that like the issue was not that she raced. It was just that he wanted to hang out with her and she was never free.
It was perfect. And even dad was very defensive, but then was like,
Yeah, they like almost made him that like stupid stereotype of like the "I've got a shotgun dad," but he just sort of like observed.
Yeah.
Concerned.
And then we're at nationals and they get asked, "How does it feel about having a girl in the race?" And then Jordy's team accuses her of cheating because she got 5 perfect starts in a row, and they go through their entire cart and nothing is wrong, which is then in the morning when the cart was put back together correctly. We see Randy sleeping in it, which was super cute. Then Brie Larson is proud, and they're in the very last race. It's about to happen, and she almost red lights, which means like you took off too soon. You took off when there was red light, but it was before the time, and so it didn't matter. And then she takes off and she won, and she beat Jordy, and happily ever after she was famous. And then ever since then, more girls in that year had joined drag racing and racing in general ever since then.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. Might be my fastest synopsis.
I think maybe.
Yeah. The only thing about it was from the way that I think Disney Plus, let me look it up. Because you know how sometimes the like Disney Plus bio of the movie will be a little bit different than what you read.
Yeah.
So this one is: the Enders sisters make it all the way to the top of the male-dominated junior drag racing world, but life on the tracks isn't without challenges as they face fierce competitors who'd rather not have girls winning in their sport. And I found that really interesting because Brie Larson is barely in this movie.
Yeah.
Like,
and
it's not so much about them together.
No.
It's about like Beverly Mitchell, and then Brie Larson is kind of there in like 1/8 of the movie. So I found it interesting that they pitched it lumped it together.
Yeah, definitely. I like, if anything, Brie Larson did not, and she even says this at one point. She's like, she basically says to Erica, you were the first. And so for me, it's a lot easier because I don't have to be the first. Right. And for that, I'm so grateful to you, and you were so brave. And I thought that was a really sweet moment, and the only time that Brie Larson was acting like a normal human being.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think that if anything, like I think that if this were a movie that was not based on a real story, I don't think Brie Larson would even be in the movie, or she wouldn't like race as well, because there was so much going on. Yeah. And like it was unnecessary. The only reason it's part of the story is because she is a real person.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's all I had to say about that.
Yeah, me too.
Do you wanna play some bingo maybe?
No. Just kidding. Welcome to bingo.
That's it.
I always sing it. I don't want to sing it today.
Okay.
I don't want to sing it today because it's not going to cross off the musical square.
Oh, I see. So you're cranky because of that?
Cranky.
I see. Okay. All right. That's fine. Okay. Well, would you like to start?
Yes. Okay. One hit wonder song.
Yes. Without a doubt.
What girls do. Me.
There's like a lot of songs in this.
There are.
I couldn't find them all on Spotify, but I put at least one of them into our playlist.
Nice. And there's a Hilary Duff song you mentioned.
So there's a song that Hilary Duff sings, and the song is on Spotify, but not with Hilary Duff singing it.
She covers it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, is that Hilary Duff? Okay. Breaking the fourth wall or looking into the camera?
No. Holiday themed?
No. Clunky metaphor.
I don't think so.
Well, the only thing that's like close or like what I saw was like that whole start thing, like how she kept like not getting her starts good because she was like overthinking it and stressing out about it. And then as soon as she like took a breath and like calmed down and stopped like worrying so much, she had perfect starts. So I think that could count.
Let's mark it. Parents who just don't get it.
Mom, maybe? I
think mom for sure.
Cool non-parent adult. No.
Not really.
No.
It's the first time we haven't had that one in a while.
Yeah.
Someone too famous for a TV movie. Now, if this is the height of Beverly Mitchell's career, is she too famous at this point for a DCOM?
I don't know. I mean, I know Seventh Heaven was popular, but was it?
We don't have to mark
popular?
it. I'm putting it out there.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think this spot's for like, you know, someone like Debbie Reynolds, who's like had a whole career, and you're like, why is this person in this movie?
Mm-hmm. Fair.
You know?
Don't be mad at us, Beverly.
No, I have nothing but respect for Beverly Mitchell. I didn't want to speak for you, so I restarted my sentence. Competition to resolve the central problem. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So many competition. In this
many.
Montage sequence.
Multiple.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Cliche villains. Yes. The annoying dad and his golden boy's son. And also those bullies that were unnecessary.
School
to the story.
bullies and dad bullies.
Yeah. Hate bullies of all kinds.
Yep. Clothes or items you owned.
Oh, Al's got one. Go ahead.
I've got one. In the beginning, when she's having a conversation with her mom, she's wearing high socks that have 2 pink stripes on them. And I had the exact same socks.
Wow. Nice. That's awesome. I didn't have anything specific, but I dressed very similarly to her. Like hoodies and jeans. Yeah. Yeah. Like kind of tomboyish, you know, I don't care that much about what I look like kind of approach to fashion. Mostly because I had no idea what I was doing.
No one ever does.
No. Rotten Tomatoes 40 to 60. I'm going to guess 56.
73.
Whoa. My God. Oh my God.
People love the Brie.
Oh, I mean, sure. Wow, that is high. That might be one of the highest ones we've ever had. Okay, sure. I mean, it wasn't bad, but like I don't know if it was 73% good.
No.
Wow. Okay.
Happily Ever After.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Almost Kissing. Not really. I mean, there was some flirting.
I wish they did. They like touched each other's noses and mouths and stuff.
Yeah, like it was so cute. Do we count that as almost kissing? I didn't feel that like tension.
Maybe she couldn't kiss him because she was 22 and he was 17.
Maybe.
Someone who became famous. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Betraying of one's real friends or values.
Honestly, kind of, I feel like, because she quits racing at a point. No?
Yeah, I don't know.
And she was mean. She was a mean winner.
Yeah, I would say that is definitely a qualifier.
Okay. Your childhood crush.
No,
but I think if I would have seen this movie and processed this movie, he probably would have been my crush.
Oh yeah, I mean, he was so cute.
Dad's my crush now.
Oh my God, Dad, I was crushing on so hard during this entire movie. So hot.
Although he seems like someone who might look better with a beard.
Interesting. I mean, I think most men look better with beards.
Team mustache.
I know. Obviously bad special effects or stunts. No.
Yeah, no, all of this was really good.
The stunts were good because they were done by the actual people.
All right. Disney Channel star. No, kind of outside Disney Channel star.
Very outside. Musical number.
Every movie would be better as a musical. Magic.
No
magic.
Someone says the title of the movie. No.
Not that I heard. Or read, because I watch movies with somebody.
Right, same.
Scooby-Doo.
I mean, not really. There's nothing really to Scooby-Doo.
No. There's no due to Scoob.
There's no dude to Scoob. The heroes create the problem. No. Sexism? No.
Lead is a fish out of water.
No. Like they want her to be, but she's not.
Yeah.
And that's why they are mad.
Well, Val, We fell off the track.
No
bingo this week.
Oh, well.
We had a long streak. We had a long streak of like multiple bingos.
Yeah.
This one does not hit. There's not even a like, oh, if we got this one, it's like we needed 2 or 3. Like this is a lot of no's today.
The true story ones are always a little harder.
They're a little bit tougher.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Val, welcome to the game of Baby B or Brie. So, in this game, we have 1 minute to write down as many baby names that start with a B, or in honor of Brie, Larson, cheeses. Does not have to start with a B. Any cheese.
Okay.
And then, Val, if we write down the same ones, it doesn't count.
Okay.
So you have to think of some creative ones.
Okay.
Timer. Un minuto. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, stop. All right. Baby B or Brie, Val. Give me your first one.
Okay. Bo spelled B-O.
I don't have that one.
Great.
You circle it. My first one is Brie, spelled B-R-I.
Okay. I don't have that.
Nice.
Okay. Bo spelled B-E-A-U.
I do not have them.
Okay.
Brie, spelled B-R-I-E.
I did have that one.
Dang.
Ben.
I don't have Ben. Brianna.
I do not have Brianna.
Nice. Shout out to my friend Brianna, who goes by Brie. The whole reason I put her on the list.
Benji.
Nope. Type of cheese. Cheddar.
I do not have cheddar.
Nice.
Bill.
I don't have Bill. Brad.
I do not have Brad. Bart.
I have Bart. Blake.
I don't have Blake. Bella.
I've got Bella. Barb.
I do not have Barb. Bull.
I do not have Bull.
Like Bull Durham.
Thanks for clarifying.
Well, just in case anyone's like, that's not a name.
That's not a name. Bert.
I do not have Bert. Brett.
I do not have Brett. Rounding out our previous guest, Bryce Saxon's family, Bryce.
I don't have Bryce.
I just listed her entire family. Brad, Blake, Barb, Bert, and Bryce. Thanks, Bryce. Love you.
Okay, and then I have this as both a name and cheese. Blue.
Oh, good job. Don't have it. Cheese. Goat.
I don't have goat.
Nice.
Cheese. Gruyere.
Do not have Gruyere. Swiss.
Nope.
Nice.
Camembert.
Nope. Munster.
Nope. Gouda.
Nope.
Okay, I'm out.
Belinda.
Nope.
Boris. And Blythe.
Ooh, like Blythe Danner.
Yeah. All right. You don't have any more?
Mm-mm.
Count them up.
Okay.
I have 14.
I have 12.
Ew!
She wins.
I win. I love winning games I come up with. Thanks for playing Baby Brie or Brie.
Baby B or Brie.
There, I told you I wouldn't remember. Wow, Val, this was so fun.
This was so fun.
Val, what are we watching next?
We are watching Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
Oh, I think we're all going to like this movie.
I'm excited. No one has taken us up on our offer.
You cheeky bastard.
To write us a review and get a shout out. I'm going to up the ante. I will, if you.
Val's going to give you $5.
No, but well, kind of in a way. If you write a review and you send us a screenshot and you are comfortable with it, if you send us your address, I will mail you a D-commentary sticker, a Trident sticker.
Whoa.
And a thank you card.
Wow. That is kissed by our lips.
That is kissed by our lips. And we'll give you a shout out.
Or if you've already left us a review because you've been listening since the beginning,
hit us up. We'll send you a sticker.
Well, we'll send you a sticker, but also have someone close to you write a review.
Yeah. You know, I know we say this every time, but it really, really, really does make a huge difference. It helps other people find the show. So every review counts. So please, 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 please leave us a review. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Val. Appreciate your time, love, and friendship.
Right back at you, pal.
Bye, Val.
Bye, Al. This podcast was produced by me.
And me.
And it was edited by me.
The music was composed by Michael McNally.
You can find us online at thetridentnetwork.com/dcommentaries-pod.
And you can find us on Instagram and TikTok at dcommentaries.
D-Commentaries is a part of the Trident Network. To learn more about our videos, live shows, and other podcasts, please visit thetridentnetwork.com.
Disney Channel original movies.
Damn it, Allie.